Hi guys, it's Kayla here and I'm going to share with you a process video using the Pretty Little kit for July, I think it's July, and it's called Rio. And I picked out a few of the cards from Card Apart and the 4x6 sheets of pattern paper. So at the moment I picked out my cards and I'd gone around the edges of some and misted. I tend to do that on most of my videos so that it's dried and you don't get to see the boring bits. So I'm working on that black and white photo at the bottom, and I've used one of the cut aparts and just thought it looked cool put on the bottom there. Also, I stole a tip from Adele and used my Heidi Swap Gold Colour Shine to mist directly on my photos. It takes ages to dry, but it looks really cool, and I wanted to put it on this layout because I have this really awesome photo of a sunset at our house, so I thought it would look rather cool placed there. And I used up the last word from my Citrus Bliss word sticker sheet, and just it didn't quite fit, so I just cut the ends of the Y off. I used a doily for my stash just because I wanted to have something to ground my title card on, which is going to be this bottom right hand side card on the left hand spread. So I just used a bit of tape to stick that down and then cut off the edges. So I really didn't, when I was filming this video, I didn't frame the video very well, so you can see edges on my desk and whatever, but that's alright. I think, not really in the mojo, but I really wanted to get these kits done because I knew the new ones were coming, and I don't like having stuff sit on my desk that isn't completed. And it wasn't such sitting on my desk, but I knew that these were in my album ready to go, so I wanted to have them done and finished before I start with the next kits. So that's sort of my OCD coming out, but also because I want to get these videos up for you guys to watch, particularly if you have bought one of these kits, just maybe you can get some inspiration from how I'm using it. I just got some gold not embroidery thread, it's what do you call that stuff? Thread, like just sewing thread, and it's very metallic, and I've just balled it up. It was really hard to control, so I ended up using my tiny attacher to kind of attach it in a few places to keep it sort of messy but in control somewhat on the card. Just went a little bit staple crazy there. So this was a pretty regular week, and I think it's week 24 in my album, and the POK kit is very travel themed when you look at it. It combines Pink Paisley Atlas with Crepe Paper Journey. So, I mean, if I'd had the pictures there and they suited, I would have done my travel layouts, but they were already done. So, I just made it work with an everyday week at our house because honestly, every day here is an adventure and a grand journey with Elisha, so it doesn't really matter. You can interpret it anyway. I put the vacay word on the sunset because honestly, it felt like we were on a vacation in some tropical, beautiful island. It was just an amazing sunset, and it was a really awesome crescent moon, and you can see it in the photos. So that's how I use that word. And the reason you can see me using my scissors as tweezers is because one, I don't have tweezers, and two, I just misted these wood veneer hearts, which you can get in the scrappery shop, and I misted them with some Heidi Swap Gold Colour Shine to match with the mist dots that I'd done on the photos, and I thought it just added another bit of texture, another element to the page. It was a little bit fun. So yeah, there was the Journey puffy stickers as well as the Atlas puffy stickers, so I didn't want to put puffy stickers on every single card. I also misted one of the not Heidi Swap, it's a Studio Calico Mistable Butterfly. They're super old, but I had them out because I happened to teach a scrapbooking class at a local college this week, and I had them out in my stash and I used them as part of my class. It was really weird to go back to high school, I tell you. The conversations these girls were having were hilarious, but a little bit of a reality kick about how many years it's been. I know it probably doesn't seem like many to some of you, but our 10-year reunion's almost up, and it doesn't feel like that long since I left high school myself. And so it was a bit of a, oh my goodness, did we really speak like that? Which was kind of funny. And so now I'm just using some of these puffy stickers, and these are the Atlas ones. So I just placed a few here and there, and I probably mentioned it a million times before, but when I'm working with an embellishment, I try and spread it across the page. So I'll work with it all at once. That's so I can spread it evenly and not have it all in one place. So as for the puffy stickers, I wouldn't put it on 3 cards right next to each other. So now I'm adding some tape because I'm going to add that Heidi Swap lace down to this card, which I had no idea what I was going to do with and ended up just making into some weird kind of filler card. But it works, and I really want to focus on the paper anyway because I really love those feathers. They are super cool and adorable, and it's my favourite paper from that particular range. I'm pretty sure I've bought 3 or 4 sheets of that particular paper, fearing that they will not print it anymore and I will never be able to get my hands on it again, which always happens with your favourite things. So my biggest suggestion to you is if you like a scrapbook range, buy it up and well, don't buy excessive amounts, but I mean, if you know it's something that you'd use a lot of, like for instance, if you're Adele and you want 12 packets of tiny word stickers, go for it. I mean, the thing with scrapbook collections they are like the fashion industry. It's come and go, so they're not going to last, they're not going to stay around. You have to get it while it's hot. So I'm just using one of my homemade epoxy flares, which are Adele inspired, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen them on YouTube because Adele started a massive trend. And I'm just now stamping with my October Afternoon roller stamp, which was in the scrappery shop last release and sold out like hotcakes. And we have more for this release. So by the time this video is up, the release would have happened. So check the scrappery store, which will be linked below. And you might be able to find yourself one if they don't sell out on release night, because they are a super popular roller stamp with some super cute phrases. I know I'm super excited that with the new CHA releases that there are some really cool roller stamps coming out, and some stamps in general. They're just some, I love what the designers have done with their mid-year releases, which is funny because usually January is the time for the best scrapbook releases, but I really enjoyed the new releases this time. I can't wait to see them in person. So I'm just finishing up. That was a bit of journaling that I did on my title card, and I used the Teresa Collins word label stickers that came with the kit. They either came with TSK or PLK because there was a set of metallics and a set of wood grain, and I kind of just mix them up and use them both. Now I'm trying to stick a brad through that Mystical Butterfly, which is chipboard, and it was so hard to get through. I had to use my pokey tool, so a lot of it's off camera because I was going to poke myself in the finger, and I really didn't want you to see that. But yeah, I ended up being able to get it through and use one of those not butterflies, those brads, which was cool. So now it's just a matter of sticking everything down pretty much and going tiny words to get crazy. So these ones are from the Teresa Collins Wonderlust range, and that is travel themed as well, but there are words on there that are a little bit more generic if you don't want to have a travel theme, just like photo op and relax, and which is great because there's 4 pictures of Elijah sleeping on this layout. That's a lot. I need 2 or 3 pictures of him awake. yeah, so relax was obviously the word of the week, which is great because there's nothing better than having a relaxed child. You certainly don't want a hyperactive one, which has been this week for us. So now I'm journaling on this 3x4 card. That was my son's head, by the way, that you just got a little visual of, and I can't remember. I think he was in my room, and I was like, oh my goodness. I was scrapbooking a layout this morning, which was the second one to this kit for the Pretty Little Kit, and he was like sitting there playing with paint, he was playing with glue, he was playing with the black mist, and I was trying to like stop him from getting into the bad stuff while I was still filming. And I don't know, I haven't watched back that video yet, but I'm sure it's going to be interesting. People don't realise that don't have kids how hard it is just to get the time to sit down and scrapbook, because those little items look so fun for little hands, and it's so frustrating, especially if you want to YouTube and you want to film your videos, because at night time is when it would be the prime opportunity, but that is not great filming time. So anyway, this is my journaling for the week, and I just put it on a 3x4 card. I did it in my own handwriting because my typewriter is broken, so I underlined it, and I'm putting, I think I ended up putting something on that bottom corner. So some tiny word stickers. I'm pretty sure I put something decorative. Not entirely 100% sure. But yeah, it was just a good sum up of the week. It wasn't a very busy week. I think this might have been the week we came back from Queensland, maybe. So we had a super tired week. Now I'm just using some of those Citrus Bliss. They had like, from the leftover words, I had like hexagons and circles, so I added some of those. And now on that top right card for the filler card, I'm just going to write fun, because these are the alphas from Citrus Bliss, and I really don't like them. I don't know, they're not me. They're too gold? Is that a thing? I don't know, but you also don't get many of each letter, so I'm not sure. But I just went with it. Just took a deep breath. I was like, it's alright, you know, it's just one page and it goes in the album. I try to just relax a bit when scrapbooking and not take it too seriously. It's a way of documenting my year, and I do like making it pretty, but I don't like stressing about it, so yeah. You're not going to get perfect scrapbooking from Kayla by any means, but I'm totally okay with that. Now I'm just trying to incorporate more of these puffies, and I think I ended up using the entire pack of those by the end of the next layout, and I was so impressed with myself, because I was like trying to kill this kit so bad. I used the entire spool of lace, I used the entire pack of puffies from Atlas, and I think I used a fair whack of these puffy stickers too, so I did use a lot of stuff in this kit. I used the entire Citrus Bliss word pack, and I used all of the label stickers. So there, I think I definitely killed the kit. I got three or four layouts and 2 Project Life spreads. So that wasn't too bad, I thought, all things considered. So I'm happy with that result. Now I'm just adding some more journaling. This picture was of my son and my niece colouring in, which I'd never done before together, and it was an interesting fight over crayons, and my son thought eating crayons was better than colouring with them, and my niece does not like, she's only just got a new brother who's like 6 or 8 weeks old, and so she's not quite up with the sharing yet, and so it was an interesting afternoon. But they are cute together when they play nicely, which the moment they're at this age where, yeah, they're just learning about what's like ownership, I suppose. I don't know. Chloe's 3, almost 3, and Elijah's 1.5, so there's like a 1.5 year age gap between them. So I just wrote some journaling on that little card of my son asleep, because he's so cute. I always take pictures of him sleeping, and people have commented that they think that's weird and creepy, but he just looks so cute when he's asleep. And in this one that I'm doing now, he fell asleep in one of those bucket chairs. It's kind of hilarious. He was sitting there watching cartoons, and then next minute he was passed out. And then a similar picture on the bottom right hand side, to the very bottom right, is a picture of him crashed out on the lounge room floor on his little fold out couch because he was also really knackered. He usually gets like that after mother's group or swimming or play group or something. He'll just like fall asleep anywhere. It's hilarious. He's a funny little cracker. He was up at 5 this morning, so it's now midnight, and I've been up since 5, so I'm really tired. I just want to go to bed, but I want to get this voiceover done, and so it can upload while I'm sleeping, because that's the plans. That's probably why I sound tired. If I have a tired voice, I do apologise. Just doing my mum's schedule thing, and because I'm here on my own, on my lonesome, and so when he cries in the morning, I wish that I could just sleep in sometimes, but that's the guilty mum talking. But anyway, life's what you make it, and I love Elijah to bits. So I think this is pretty much the end. I don't think I do too much more to the layout. I was trying to find a place for this Hardy Swap puffy sticker because it was the last one. I did use it on the next layout, I think, so I used all those as well. There's another thing I used up. But I don't think it made it onto this layout. So I just added some more tiny word stickers because you can never go wrong with those. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that I only add up a couple more and then it's done because there was just nothing else I could add, and I was happy with how it was looking. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this process video, and I will show some close-ups at the end and be back with you again very soon to share my next process video. Thanks for watching. Bye!